Well, hello, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. All right, Capricorn, this is going to be your February read. And of course, you guys already know a lot of this energy could be related to this month, but also into March and April. But let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going to come out here for you. This is for Capricorn. Let's get two cards for for February for Capricorn. Let's get it. Two cards for February. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. So the first card that's coming out here for you, Capricorn, is Page of Pentacles. Here it says, although you have a lot to do, it's important that you get organized first. Once planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. It says this card also indicates a very loving, kind, loyal friend with a very big heart. So it literally says it's important for you to get organized. I mean, I just kind of feel like it is what it is. Like Capricorns, you guys are very methodical in your thinking and the way that you go about in life. There is not a earth sign that cannot afford to plan. Okay. Now, I also believe that there's going to be something that you're going to be planning for. So this is not saying, oh, well, you need to just roll up your sleeves and plan and organize. Well, no, there's going to be a reason why you need to do that, right? Usually that happens when life starts to get very busy and different areas of your life. People need your attention. Your family needs your attention. Your lover needs your attention. Your children need your attention. And so you have to be able to fit everything in those allotted slots of time. And so with this one, this is like a little heads up. So like Capricorn, just know that things are going to start getting a little bit more busier for you. And before you get up out of bed and, jump into your car, do you know where you're going? Do you have your planner? Okay. Because don't talk about all of a sudden, your life seems like it's falling apart because, you have not planned. So that is something that I'm also seeing here for you. Now, let's see what else comes out. Here you have the Three of Wands. Now, you guys already know the Three of Wands is a expansion card for me. It talks about you are in expectation of something coming in. Okay. You know something is about to happen. You know something good is about to go down. That's what the Three of Wands basically mean. But let's look and see what this card is saying. Things are working out beautifully. Now, I love this deck because it's saying it even if it hasn't occurred. Things are working out beautifully. Remember, you're in expectation for things to work out beautifully for you. Okay. Here it says, now your shifts have come in and it's time to decide on what next big step that you will be taking. You may choose to continue building upon your success or move on to something entirely different. But either way, travel is actually going to be very necessary with this. What if you're dealing with a lover that's a distance? What if you start a new job where now you're actually traveling for your job? And that happens a lot. You got traveling nurses, you have traveling medical staff, you have people that are flight attendants. You have you get what I'm saying? People who drive trucks. And this is interesting because this one says that you have to be organized and planned. If you are always on the move, literally, you cannot afford to just get up and go. You have to have a plan. So this may not resonate with you right now. You may not know what I'm talking about. You may I have a 9 to 5. I'll go to that 9 to 5 every day. I ain't going nowhere. Okay. Remember, it is going to be different for everybody. Even when it comes down to planning for vacations or being with people, that is what you're going to be faced with. Whether with your working career or with leisure. Okay, that is what that card is basically saying. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get another card here for Capricorn. Let's get another one. Okay. Ooh. Now you have Storm at the bottom of the deck. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. Can I tell you the card that showed up first was this? A lot of you guys probably saw that fall anyway. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that last. If there has been some issues and some problems that you've been experiencing, You had raccoon, which literally says problem solver. This could be you or someone else that is solving some type of problem that you have been having. This is a solution-based card. Oh, I want to, I want to be able to, get this home, but I can't because X, Y, and Z. Somebody come with a good idea and it ends up solving your problem. It's just an example, right? There is something that you've been experiencing and there's about to be a solution. And sometimes it literally comes about just asking questions. I feel like with Capricorn, I'm not saying that it's only with you, but I feel like, you hate to depend on people because that's just not in your nature. And even asking questions could be like, yeah, I don't want to ask them anything. Okay. There's something that the universe is trying to get you to do. Either way, it's going to happen in one way, shape, or form. And there's about to be some type of solution. And sometimes it's about adaptability. It's about being flexible. And then you realize things start to actually work out for you. Okay. So we're going to find out what that means. Not really sure what. Okay. But we're going to find out. And then here you have expect the unexpected. Now you see the reason why you have to plan. Because I already told you in this reading, you're used to life being the way life has been. You're not expecting anything, unexpected. You don't expect this person. You don't expect this job. You don't expect this situation. You're just going about your daily life. Okay. And there is going to be something that's going to just pop up, spring up with this card. Could be a good thing. I would say so. I would definitely say so. Now, you had proposal. Wouldn't that be the reason why you're planning and organizing? Yes, there is some kind of contractual energy with work and career, but I'm just going to be honest. This is always my romance card. And a lot of you are going to take your connections to another level. You're either dating now or you're going to be dating in the future. And the person that you're going to meet, baby, this person is like who you've been waiting for. You can't be all over the place, though, once you meet them, because they're going to be somewhat like you. They're going to be the higher octane of Capricorn. And so if you are living in the low vibration side of yourself, you're not going to attract that type of person because they're serious. And you have to be serious as well. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. Now, tornado here. This is just talking about a warning or something unexpected that can bring something to an end. Now, I'm not going to focus on that too much because you got some good stuff here. We're going to find out what it is in the reading anyway when we get to the tarot. So let's get to it. Let's see what comes out. We're going to just go with the flow. If it's in reverse, that's fine. But you guys already know I read upright. Reversals only let us know what you need to know here, Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. Let's see what comes out. You have the Ace of Wands in the upright. 6th house here. Virgo, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Somebody is making you excited. You definitely have the fire element pretty heavy in this read, which is really good because it gets you out of your regular routine. Life is very boring. This person that you're going to be coming across really does care. And I also feel like they add some like this elixir of excitement into your life. I don't know why I feel like it could be another earth sign. To me, I feel like it could be a Virgo or it could be a Scorpio or an Aries. I'm sorry. I hate to say those three because I don't really say the signs, but those are the signs that I'm seeing. And they could be, they can have that type of energy. Okay. Meaning they could be someone who's very organized, right? Because that's what Virgos are, right? They're people who are very organized and they plan. And here they come into your life and they introduce those type of qualities to you. But either way, that's what I'm saying. Now, I'm also seeing because the 6th house here with the Hermit card could talk about new jobs, new work and career. And this is also planning and organizing. And look at how you're on it here with the Ace of Wands. You're like, yes, let me just go ahead and start preparing for something. So the 6th house is very much so highlighted by this excitement, dealing with your work and career, your health, be preparing for something for the future, which is what we see with the helper of abundance. So we got two cards that talks about preparing for something for the future. What could that be? I don't know. Could it be something dealing with that ring? Okay. Let's keep going. This is for Capricorn. Oh my gosh, there it is. It came out anyway. Look at that, came out in reverse, because this at first came in the upright. That literally came out, and I have all of these cards here. So there's something that needs to be said. First of all, a lot of you have not been taking care of your health. A lot of you have not been planning. You have been disorganized, and you've been complaining while life has just been feeling a certain way. And you may have been missing the signs. That could have been, the spirit could have been trying to tell you. It's even nudge. You know how sometimes you just be sitting there and you're like, I keep on thinking that I should do that and I'm not doing it. I keep on thinking I should do it and I don't do it. Everybody have those, and you keep ignoring it. It's something like that to me, that you're pushing something aside or you're procrastinating on something. Sixth house matters are very important because it talks about your health and career. It talks about things that are going to cause more so of a smoother life for you. Exercising, eating right, that type of thing. What are you doing if you're not doing that, if you're not focusing on that? And so you see the reason why the Hermit card is in reverse, because it's like that's where you're going. That's going to be a house that's going to be of importance to you. But right now, it just seems like that's been the part of your house that you've been neglecting. We're even dealing with mental health here too. Okay. There's been an imbalance. Justice card in reverse. There's been an imbalance in your life. You haven't been, again, we're talking about money too, because that's the work area. You've been spending too much money on other things. You haven't been as responsible. Remember, planning and organization talks about responsibility. Virgo is a responsible card as well. And that's in reverse. You haven't been as responsible as you could be. And we're not saying that you have to be a robot, but you're not acting in your higher octane. And so it does look like you guys have been, unfortunately, there's been some issues here. But that's going to turn around. Okay? That's part of the action that you're going to take with that Ace of Wands, which is really, really good. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Ten of Swords. Some of you have not been able to really do anything because mentally you've been defeated. Like, oh yeah, that sounds real good, yes, and everything. Like, that sounds wonderful, sounds amazing, but I haven't really been feeling motivated. The Ten of Swords is like someone that's full of pain, okay? And you guys already know I don't read the words on the cards. I can't, but I'm going to do it. Especially with the Ten of Swords, I have to. Because here it talks about feeling like you've been left out in the cold to some degree by someone. Okay, usually the Ten of Swords talks about a backstabbing energy or life's many problems, right? I've been experiencing this. Yes, I've been experiencing that. How much more can I take? And so it's hard for you to be motivated. It's hard for you to be organized and to plan and to worry about your self needs. Here with the Hermit card, especially with Virgo, it talks about self-care. And that's one thing, maybe another thing that you've been neglecting. You haven't been taking care of yourself. Your clothes look nice, even maybe your teeth and all of that other stuff. But then there's something else that you've been neglecting dealing with the sixth house. But that's going to be all over with, because here with the Ten of Swords talks about an ending to those things. Whatever that situation you've been experiencing, there's going to be an ending to that. Problem solver. We already know it's going to be a solution because it came out in your theme cards. Whether it's money, whether it's a friendship that didn't work, or love that didn't work, or something that you were not able to get and you were expecting. The Ten of Swords is having high expectations for something that didn't happen. Like, you couldn't follow through with it because maybe you didn't get approved or something like that. But you're at the end of that cycle of melancholy and depression and sadness and feeling undesired and unwanted by love. You're at the end of that cycle, feeling ignored. You're at the end of that cycle. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Capricorn. Judgment card in reverse. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Now, here with the Judgment card, it does, this is crazy. It's in the upright. but it's still in the reverse. And you want to know what this means? It says that there's still some unfinished business here. You being tested. Now, this is not saying that the person, family member, friend who comes back into your life is intentionally trying to start trouble, but how will you handle it this time is what this is really about. Are you going to do the same thing over and over again that you did before they left, right? Because again, the Judgment card in reverse is unfinished business. That means something hasn't been completed. It means you have to go back. That's like a retrograde energy, right? It means you got to go back to that place again. You got to deal with that situation again. You got to deal with that person again. And so how will you handle it this time? The Eight of Wands is saying you're going to do amazing. Whether it's just you talking it out, being able to communicate clearly with this person, being able to overcome whatever it is that you weren't able to overcome before. You were able to get approved for something. You were able to move in a different direction. Now, this time you're able to, but before you could not. But there is something that you got to revisit according to this reading. And I feel like for some of you, this is a lover. For others, this has something to do with your money, work, and career. Again, we're talking about the sixth house matters. We're talking about even with your health. There's something you have to revisit. But you're going to power through here with this Eight of Wands. You're going to be fine. Okay? Let's go ahead. This is for Capricorn. You got the Hierophant. Second house matters. Could be dealing with a Taurus. You have the Eight of Swords. Some of you guys are, and got a lot of escapism energy here. I don't know if you're overindulging, because this is a mental restraint. Yes, I do believe that for some of you, you've been held back or not able to progress the way that you want. You've lost a little faith in being able to get to where you have to go to, but that is going to be over with. There's blessings coming in here for you here with the Ace of Cups. But I totally see how messed up you guys have been mentally. Not being able to move, not being able to be free and be happy enough to explore. Because part of that Hierophant is commitments, is you being committed to yourself, people being committed to you, but that just feel like you haven't been able to follow through. Okay. Other people haven't been able to follow through on their commitments, but it's affected you in a way where you feel like you are stuck. And I'm telling you, there's neglect here in this reading. Part of the Eight of Swords is like you haven't been able to see things clearly because your mind is all over the place. There's scattered energy. Which is really interesting, because I've been noticing that a lot in a lot of people's cards, and I feel like it's just because there's just a heavy load. There's just a lot going on. Let's keep going. Let's get your next two. Let's see what comes out. Capricorn. You got the High Priestess in the reverse. Oh, you got a new person here. Hello. And you got the Seven of Swords in the upright with the Three of Swords in the upright. Wow. Told you. Oh, yeah. Now, this is revisiting someone from the past. Now, that is for a fact. That is a fact. This is someone from the past. That's what you're going to be experiencing now in the month of February, month of March, especially in March and April, because that's when Venus goes back into the sixth house. Isn't that interesting? Sixth house came out in your second position. Venus goes back to that. And Venus deals with what? Here, it deals with anything dealing with body, not body, but it deals with relationships, love, comfortability. That's the things that you're going to be faced with again. Are you comfortable with this person being in your life? Are you comfortable with your money? Are you comfortable with your health and career? Something dealing with the Pisces, not sixth house, but Pisces energy, because it goes back into Pisces, my bad. But it's still the opposite side of Virgo. That's the reason why I said that. So Virgo is Pisces. So Virgo is going to be going into Pisces. That could be hitting something in your Virgo house. But either way, it's retrograding backwards. That's what I meant to say, right? That's what I mean. It's retrograding backwards. And for a lot of you, it's going to be a love. Because Venus deals with what? It deals with your comfortability, it deals with your love, it deals with your money. And so remember, I said that those are the things that you're going to be faced with again. And there's going to be someone who's going to be like, hey, I want to see you, I want to talk to you. And so now you're suspicious of that very thing that you're going to have to face because you're not even quite sure if you can trust it anymore. You don't know if you can trust the situation or the person, because the Three of Swords is heavy heartbreak. It's a lot of disappointment. And you have to face your fears here with this energy as well. Fear of failure, fear that you're not going to get this job. You're going to try to apply for a job and you're going to be afraid that you're not going to get it. That's going to bring up those fears again of money problems and money issues. That's what you're going to be faced with. But you're going to overcome because the problem solver came out. The solution-based card came out. So regardless if it's something that you are afraid of, especially with that unknown card, High Priestess in reverse, you don't see this at all. That is terrifying, right? Because you are unclear. And sometimes even you can't even trust your own decisions. Especially hitting the Ten of Swords, how many bad decisions have you made? Even when you had good intentions. So that's what you have to be careful about. So using wise decision in the future is going to be something that you're going to have to, be mindful of, just a mindful thing. But I'm going to be honest, you had tornado here. So there's going to be something that you're going to be faced with. This is what I'm saying. Fear over something you're going to be faced with. It ain't going to be pretty, but it's something that's unexpected. But it ain't going to be that ugly either. This is an argument, okay? This is something that gets sprung up on you that you have to find a solution to. That's it, and you will, okay? So I'm telling you right now, this reading is going to be, if it's not for February, because it could start in February, March, but definitely in April, it goes back at the end of March, going straight into, no, it starts, it's going to be sitting, no, at the end of March. At the end of March and April, that's when you're going to be facing with that Venus going backwards, which is what this is right here. And then the Judgment card in the reverse is talking about unfinished business. That's what you're going to be faced with. Okay? So thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel, Capricorn. If you guys have any questions, if you're interested in the reading, all the information is down below in the description box. Of course, I'm going to have your love reading coming up very soon. I appreciate you guys. I love you. And I'll see you guys back here again later. Bye, guys. Have a good one.